When it comes to Saturn, it's hard to put into words how fortunate humanity was to have the Cassini-Huygens mission. While 4 robotic probes have ventured into Saturn's domain, none have left a legacy quite like Cassini. Not only was it revolutionary, but it was also an artistic marvel, delivering mesmerizing data and awe-inspiring images that transformed how we view the ringed giant. From a scientific perspective, Cassini's mission was monumental. It served as the foundation for over 4,000 published research papers and helped uncover 6 previously unknown moons, along with new details about their chemical makeup. The probe endured nearly 20 years in space, traversing over 7 billion kilometers, including an astounding 13 years orbiting Saturn, sending back data on its gravity field, magnetic environment, atmosphere, and intricate ring system. Cassini was relentless. Even as it approached its final chapter, it continued gathering critical data right up to its dramatic demise. A dive into Saturn's thick mustard-colored clouds. This wasn't just an ending, it was a scientific crescendo, a planned plunge designed to protect potential life-harboring moons like Enceladus and Titan from contamination. But Cassini wasn't just a scientific marvel. It was a visual storyteller. The images it returned, from golden-hued storms to Titan's hazy atmosphere, are among the most iconic ever captured. These photos weren't just pretty pictures, they were snapshots of scientific breakthroughs in motion. Hosted today by Infinity Beyond, we begin our journey into this extraordinary mission with the first act, the grand finale. This phase marks Cassini's final months as it dove between Saturn and its rings, a feat never attempted before, to uncover secrets hidden for eons. Before this legendary dive, Cassini had already made waves. It wasn't the first to visit Saturn. That honor belongs to Pioneer 11 in 1979. But Cassini was the first to orbit it. And unlike fleeting flybys, Cassini became Saturn's companion, circling it 294 times and sending back over 600 gigabytes of scientific data. Even before arriving at Saturn, the mission was a marvel of engineering. Cassini was launched on October 15, 1997, aboard a Titan 44B rocket. Its destination, Saturn, the 6th planet from the Sun, and a world as enigmatic as it is beautiful. Reaching Saturn wasn't easy. It took 7 years and multiple gravitational slingshots, from Venus, Earth, and Jupiter, to finally reach its orbital destination in 2004. Along the way, Cassini carried a special passenger, the Huygens probe, named after Christian Huygens, who discovered Titan in 1655. This small lander would eventually separate from Cassini and descend through Titan's atmosphere, becoming the first probe to land on a moon in the outer solar system. Cassini's initial orbital insertion was a nerve-wracking moment. On June 30, 2004, mission controllers executed a precise burn to slow the spacecraft enough to be captured by Saturn's gravity. One mistake, and the spacecraft could have overshot Saturn entirely. A catastrophic failure. But the maneuver was flawless. Cassini slipped into Saturn's orbit, and history was made. What followed was nothing short of groundbreaking. Cassini mapped the magnetic field of Saturn with greater precision than any mission before it. It observed seasonal changes on the planet, tracked the complex interplay of its rings, and discovered dynamic weather patterns, including the now famous hexagon storm at the planet's north pole. And the data kept pouring in. From geysers on Enceladus spewing water ice into space to the dense haze covering Titan, Cassini showed us that Saturn's moons weren't just rocks. They were dynamic worlds with complex geology and potential for life. But what made Cassini's mission so extraordinary wasn't just the volume of data. It was the creativity in its execution. The grand finale, the final series of daring orbits, wasn't part of the original plan. It was developed later in the mission's life as a bold way to collect data that no other spacecraft could. These maneuvers allowed Cassini to pass closer to Saturn's atmosphere and rings than ever before, skimming through previously uncharted zones. This first segment sets the tone for what will become one of the greatest interplanetary missions ever undertaken. Cassini wasn't just a spacecraft. It was a storyteller, an explorer, and a pioneer. Stay tuned as Infinity Beyond continues this breathtaking journey through Saturn's majestic realm.